Over the past few years, more and more cities have struggled to support the homeless population because local authorities are unable to help. Yet, authorities around the world have voiced concerns about the number of so-called professional beggars blighting town centers in every country. In most cases, the term refers to those who are not homeless but manage to make ends meet by begging. It may be aggravating to some people, and this could potentially affect the type of assistance they receive. However, the only exception is a professional beggar who lives like a rich person with the money he earns. Yeah, you heard it right. So to know more about this dude, make sure to watch this video till the end. There was a video clip that went viral all over the internet a few years ago that was about a man begging on the street. So in the video, 25-year-old James decided to confront the beggar after a previous altercation. According to Mail Online, a beggar who shamelessly rips people off by pretending to be homeless dwells in a well-appointed loft of £150,000, which he uses as a base for scamming people. James Southern exposed the man, who is only known as John, who basically admitted to being what he dubs a professional beggar. According to Mr. Southern, from Woolton, Liverpool, he confronted the man on camera after the man had previously boasted to him that he lived in a house round the corner and that begging was a ploy to make some extra pocket money, among other things. Several of his neighbors have indicated that he actually lives in a block of flats with an estimated market value of over £150,000, according to a property listing website called Zoopla, which has confirmed this information. Those revelations took place after the confrontation that occurred between Mr. Southern and the beggar outside a William Hill betting shop earlier in that week. In the video, Mr. Southern asks the beggar, "Aren't you the fellow with the house round the corner? You have got a house around the corner, don't you?" After this, the beggar confesses that, yeah, I'm not homeless. Everyone just assumes that I'm homeless. Then he turns to the old coffee cup he was using to collect the coins and says, "You don't have to be sleeping rough to be skint." Then Mr. Southern reminds him that he had previously told others he was homeless, to which he had in fact been honest with them, to which he replies, "Oh, did I? I lied." In an attempt to redeem himself, the beggar says that he started asking for money when he was homeless and did not have any other choice than to ask for money. Adding to that, he said, "It's like a job. It's called professional begging." According to Southern, who works in Woolton, he first encountered the man outside a pub about a month ago, and he hasn't seen him since then. In the end, Mr. Southern claimed that he spoke with the man for some time, and he said, "Look, I'll be honest, I'm not homeless. I just come round here for a bit of extra pocket money. They're all pissheads anyway, and I live in a house just around the corner." We saw him about a week later talking like he was mentally handicapped in some way and saying he was homeless. So I went up to him and said, "That's not what you told me the other day." I then said to the people there, "Listen, he's been having you all on." He then picked up his guitar and stomped off down the road. Upon confronting this person about his shameless con of people, Mr. Southern responded that the man replied, in which he asserts the man replied, "I've been scamming all those idiots and you can't stop me from doing it." In the words of Mr. Southern, he was so brazen about what he was doing, it made my blood boil. They weren't just giving him 50 pence, they were giving him 10-pound notes. On his lunch break last week, as he was passing the man he spotted, he decided to expose the man's activities on his phone. In his words, "In spite of the fact that it's a touchy subject, homelessness is a real and complex problem within society today." He then added, "As I said in the video, I have mates who have slept rough, and do think it is disgusting that people are doing this, and being so brazen about it. This guy has obviously been begging for a while, and has either gotten used to it, or just finds it an easy way to make some money. I don't think it is fair on those who are genuinely destitute and have nowhere to live." Then later on, by continuing, he added, "I don't want to tarnish genuine beggars and rough sleepers, or make people feel like they shouldn't give to them if they want to. I just wanted to make people think about who they're giving their money to. I fully support people giving to the most vulnerable in society, as long as it's through registered charities." According to Michelle Langan, a campaigner for rough sleeping and homelessness, she has seen the man begging in the video before and has asked people to look at the video from a different perspective when it comes to judging it. In an interview with BBC News, she stated that this was not the first time she had seen a video in which a fake beggar has been confronted. According to her, obviously people will have their own opinion on this. Yes, there are people out there who aren't homeless and ask for money, but that can't be denied, but we have to look at the reasons why. Why are people doing this? The man in the film clearly has some issues. We have met him before. We don't know the circumstances for people doing this. We don't know about their personal issues, their mental health, possible addictions. Then later on, she continued by saying, "The man in the film is clearly a vulnerable case. Look at him. We can either choose to demonize him and tell him that he can expect consequences, or we can challenge why he isn't getting the help he obviously needs. We all have a personal choice about who we help and who we give money to. If you feel uncomfortable giving somebody money, then don't. It's your choice. Having a bit of human empathy is a choice too." It seems to me that people are so stuck in their comfort zones that they are afraid to move outside of them and try something new. And in particular, beggars seem to rely so much on other people's empathy for the sake of getting money that they don't even attempt to earn money themselves from doing some actual work rather than by making people fools by begging them for money. The fact remains that even if you follow a well-planned strategy to eradicate this poverty problem, most likely your money is going to the wrong people. This is because you live in the developed world, and so do the beggars you pass on the street. A vast majority of beggars living in developed countries have an excellent quality of life in contrast to millions in developing nations. There are thousands of people who die from malnutrition every year, and every dollar we spend helping them can only go so far. An individual who gives $1 to a beggar is not giving $1 to a starving child in sub-Saharan Africa who needs it most. So why should you prioritize the beggar in the Western world over the starving child in Africa? Maybe it's harsh to say that giving money to Western beggars is immoral. As such, it seems reasonable that you can spend the money on yourself, and as such, it's your privilege. Even though that's true, giving money to a beggar wastes it. Regardless of how much money we spend on ourselves and how much on helping others, we should spend it wisely. In the end, giving money to beggars doesn't benefit us. I believe that giving money to beggars is also suboptimal if we are trying to benefit others. Regardless of how you look at it, giving money to beggars is a waste of time. To help others, we shouldn't just give to those who are close to us or whose looks makes us feel good. Instead, we should give to the people who are the most in need, who can be helped the most, and who are least responsible for their situation. This can be achieved by consciously deciding how much money we are willing to spend on helping others, finding the best charity, and donating to it. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. We hope you liked the video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, and for more such videos, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.